The truth nobody talks about. Success doesn't start with noise. It doesn't start with claps. And it never starts with people cheering for you. It begins in silence, in the quiet moments where you sit alone, with your thoughts, your fears, your doubts. And yet you choose to move forward. Nobody will see the sacrifices you make. Nobody will notice the nights you stay awake. Nobody will understand the battles you fight in your mind. But that's where success actually starts. In the dark, in the silence, when you keep going. Even though no one is watching, no one is supporting, and no one is clapping. Remember this, the world only celebrates your results, never your struggle. So don't wait for validation. Don't wait for somebody to say, you can do it. Start quietly, work quietly. Your beginning doesn't need an audience. It only needs your commitment. Work in silence. People will doubt you. Some will laugh at your dreams. Some will watch just to see you fail. And some will pretend to support you, but secretly hope you quit. Let them. Because the real power is not in proving them wrong today. It's in quietly building yourself until you no longer need to explain anything. Work when they think you're sleeping. Study when they think you're wasting time. Improve yourself when they assume you've given up. True growth happens away from the noise, away from the eyes of the world, in that silent space where it's just you and your goals. Silence sharpens you. Silence protects you. Silence builds you. So don't announce your plans. Don't share your every move. Let your silence confuse them. And let your success answer them. Results speak louder than you. You don't need to defend your dreams. You don't need to convince anyone why you're trying. You don't owe explanations to people who never believed in you in the first place. One day, your results will walk into the room before you even open your mouth. And the same people who ignored you, the same people who underestimated you, the same people who said you can't do it, will suddenly want to know how you did it. That's the power of results. You don't have to shout. You don't have to argue. You don't have to prove anything. Your work will speak. Your growth will speak. Your success will speak. And when it speaks, it will be louder than every doubt, every insult, every opinion that ever tried to stop you. So keep building, keep working, keep moving in silence. Your results are preparing to introduce the real you. The lonely nights. Success isn't built in bright, happy moments. It's built in the lonely nights. When you choose discipline over comfort, again and again. While others sleep, you stay awake with your dreams. While others scroll, you build your future. While others waste time, you invest yours. These nights feel heavy. Sometimes you question yourself. Sometimes you feel tired. Sometimes you wonder if all this effort is even worth it. But listen, every great story has a chapter where the hero stands alone. These lonely nights are shaping you. They're making you stronger, sharper, focused. They're teaching you patience. They're training your mind for the life you're chasing. Nobody sees these moments. Nobody claps for them. Nobody praises them. But one day, the world will admire the results that were built in the silence of these nights. Keep going. These lonely nights are preparing you for a future you can't even imagine yet. The art of consistency. Success is never about doing everything at once. It's about doing small things, again and again, until they build a life you once only dreamed of. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to move fast. You just have to keep showing up. One step today, one step tomorrow, one step the day after that. Slow progress is still progress. Tiny improvement is still improvement. What matters is that you don't stop. Consistency is boring. It's repetitive. It's not exciting, but it's the quiet force that separates those who wish from those who achieve. Anyone can start. Anyone can be motivated for a day, but only a few stay committed. Long after motivation disappears, that's where success is built, in the daily discipline that nobody celebrates. So keep going, keep pushing, keep showing up, even on the days you don't feel like it. Because the person who stays consistent always outruns the person who is just motivated. The power of patience. In a world that wants everything fast, real success still takes time. You cannot rush growth. You cannot speed up greatness. Some things need patience, and you need to trust the process. You may not see results today. You may not see them next week. But every silent step you take is building something inside you. Discipline, confidence, strength. Most people quit not because they can't succeed, but because they can't wait. They want quick results, quick wins, quick recognition. But you are building something long-term, something real, something that will last. Be patient with your journey. Be patient with your progress. Be patient with yourself, because everything you're working for is moving towards you, slowly, quietly, but surely. And when it arrives, you will understand why it took time, why you had to wait, why you had to grow first. Patience isn't weakness, it's your biggest strength. Let your actions do the talking. You don't need to announce every move you make. You don't need to post every plan or tell everyone what you're working on. Real champions don't broadcast their grind. They just grind. Talk is cheap. Words are easy. But actions are undeniable. Every day you work quietly, you are separating yourself from the people who only speak and never do. Let your actions become your voice. Let your discipline become your message. Let your progress become your introduction. You don't need to respond to doubts. You don't need to reply to negativity. You don't need to explain your silence. Your focus is your answer. Your growth is your reply. Your results are your proof. When you act more than you speak, you become unstoppable. So keep your head down. Keep your energy clean. Keep your circle small. And let your work make the noise. You never had to make yourself. Success makes the noise. One day, the silence you're working in right now will become the loudest sound in the room. Because success, real success, doesn't need an announcement. It doesn't need an introduction. It arrives with power, with proof, with undeniable results. The world that overlooked you will suddenly pay attention. The people who doubted you will fall quiet. And the same voices that once questioned you will say they always knew, but you will know the truth, that everything they see now was built in moments they never saw. In the silence, in the struggle, in the nights of discipline, in the days of patience, in the hours of consistency. Success is silent at the beginning, but when it arrives, it speaks for you louder than anything you could ever say. So keep going, keep building, keep believing, because the silence you're in right now is not empty. It is preparing the sound of your future victory.